Hey everybody, how you doing today? Welcome one, welcome all to the channel Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy Uncle Bruce. We're here to follow the markets and try to follow it in plain English. And in plain English, what the heck is going on? Well, SoFi is up this morning. That's what's going on. So that's a good thing. A 43-cent gain in the pre-market. 637-ish now. We've seen 640 kind of. We looked like we had a 675 blip about an hour ago. That I don't believe that too much. We got to get there in a nice roundabout way. We'll see that if that happens once we start trading here on the opening. But yes, it is a good looking pre-market for SoFi. We've traded now, according to CNBC's pre-market, 7.3 million shares have gone through. Very interesting. I just noticed a headline: Ford cuts prices on the electric Mustang Mach-E following Tesla's lead. Everyone is cutting prices. That's not good for Ford. That's not good for Ford. They don't have profit margins on Mustangs, but we'll see what's going on here. Interesting morning. We are lower on the pre-market and have been all morning. SoFi, of course, came up with their earnings pre-market, and that's why their shares are higher. But quickly on the Dow, we're down 182, S&P 32, and Nasdaq down 129. Crude oil down 30 cents to 79.38. Back to SoFi, they came out with their earnings pre-market. They're doing their conference call. They're going to be on the TV networks all day. They're going to be talking to analysts all day. This is how you do it. This is how you promote your company and you let the world know how things are moving along. And wonderful to see. It looks like the estimates were that the company was supposed to lose around 9 or 10 cents a share for the fourth quarter. And it seems that they lost four or 5 cents, 4 cents, I think. So they've exceeded expectations in the fourth quarter. They've raised their guidance for 2023. They're now talking about higher expected revenues, higher expected sales, higher expected whatever. And now what's happening is the beginning of the trend that I've warned you about, that I've told you about, that I said I can't wait to play this game. And that is when do they make money? Well, it looks like the first quarter of this year could be the turnaround quarter. And how much do they make? And that's the next game is, okay, you're going to turn a profit, because obviously going from a loss expected of 9 or 10 cents to losing around 4, that's 5 cents improvement that better than we thought. Well, if you do that again in the first quarter, if that's already happening, this is the end of January, we're already in the first quarter, they could well be earning a profit right now on the company. They're now profitable. So will the first quarter come in at 2 cents positive, 3 cents positive? Would the second quarter be 8 to 10 cents profitable? Will the third quarter be 12 to 17 cents profitable? And could the fourth quarter next year be 25 cents profitable? Well, add up the fourth, the third, the second, the first, the next 4 quarters, add it all up. What does it mean? Could it be that the company could generate 50 cents a share in profit by the end of next year, a year from now? Which means, in this very old man's humble opinion, if the shares are around $6 and the company is projected to earn 50 cents a share profit in the next 12 months, we're trading at just over 12 times earnings on SoFi. And you know what we call that? Undervalued. Now, that's a joke, because the thinking has to be 2024's 4 quarters. They're not going to earn 70 cents in that next year. If they went from a loss of whatever last year to a gain of 50 cents this year, they're going to have $1.25 earnings the year after that, which means at $1.25 to maybe even $1.50, we're trading at 4 to 5 times forward earnings here. That's how cheap this stock is all of a sudden. All of a sudden, like, SoFi's cheap. And now the street's got to go, whoa, wait a minute, whoa, $1.50 earnings in 2024, this is a fintech company. These guys can add earnings unbelievably fast to their bottom line. They don't have 1,000 branches. They don't have 1,000 vaults. They don't have 1,000 property tax bills. They don't have 1,000 branch managers, assistant branch managers. They don't have tellers. They don't have parking lots. They don't have to have someone clean the windows outside the bank all the time. They don't have building maintenance to worry about. I mean, they don't have any of this. These guys are generating nothing but cash on the net on this, and the customers are happy about it. This is all the customers want is give me this bank right here, and I'm a happy camper. This stock is potentially trading at 4 times next year's earnings. Potentially. What if they only make $1 a share next year in 2024? Then it's trading at 6.4 right now. It's a 640 stock as I speak to you in the pre-market. This could be trading at 6.4 2024 earnings. It could be trading at 12 to 15 times earnings this year. Right now, we're now talking a PE multiple for this outfit. The analysts are about to jump on the bandwagon and start talking that kind of talk. You can forget about the talk about, oh, the bank underperforms other fintech companies. They're doing nothing but losing money all the time. All these naysayers that were out there, and you've heard all about them. Just like with GameStop, there's nothing but naysayers on GameStop. When GameStop turns a profit, we'll get there. That'll be another day. But in the meantime, SoFi is about to turn a profit. It's painfully obvious that they're about to turn a profit, and they're going to continue to add the profits. It's not like these guys get the profit and then there's an invisible force that won't let them make more money. They will add another 500,000 subscribers to their business, another 500,000 members in this quarter or more. They'll add 500,000 next quarter or more, the quarter after that or more. And these guys are on their way. The days of justifying your investment into SoFi have finally come to roost, where you've patiently held the stock, you watched the gyrations during the bull market run in 2021, 2022, and the crap of 2022, the bear market return. We've gone through it all. Here we are, and now we don't have to speculate whether these guys are going to survive or deserve to trade at any price. We can now look at it and go, we can do analytical analysis as to how much they're going to be worth in the future. Think about 2023 is this year. 2024 is next year. 2025 is the year after. Analysts will now break down this company for the next 3 years, and they will break out what the projections could be in cash flow, earnings, numbers of new members, and on and on. They're going to come out with stuff like, it's trading at 15 times this year's earnings, is trading at 7 times next year's earnings, trading at 2 times the earnings after that. They're going to make $3 a share in 2025. If that kind of talk starts to hit the press, and it comes out of Merrill Lynch, it comes out of JP Morgan, it comes out of Goldman Sachs, it'll come out of these places. These analysts will go that far down the road, and they'll go 642 with a PE multiple of earnings per share of $2 to $3 a share in the next 2 years. Buy this. And then here we go. And that's where sellers are going. I'm not selling at 642. I'm not selling at 677. I'm not selling at 750. I'm not selling at $9. This thing is a $20 to $40 company in the next 3 years. Why would I give it up? The earnings are going to be there. Welcome to the party, pal. We've been ahead of this market for 1.5 years, waiting and taking the abuse all over the place, and just we don't stop. We never give up. We never surrender. We wait it out, and do not write a stock option on this stock. Do not even think about writing options today on this stock. We're on the cusp of the possibility of this week the stock going to $10. This week it could go to 10. Sit back, relax, breathe, watch, fold your arms, and let the stock do what it's going to do, because there is not going to be enough paper available for the demand that is coming. We've already traded this morning 8 million. We're at almost 8 million pre-market, 7.76 now. It's 645. It keeps coming on and coming on with more volume and a higher price. And I love it. I love that it's inching up. It's not jumping in 25-cent increments. I'm happy penny by penny by penny. I want this to be a grinder. I want this baby to grind up all day long, to just grind into the skeptics out there. You're wrong. Now you know you're wrong, and the market is showing you how wrong you are. We're up 50 cents in the pre-market. You think this is a joke? Think again. This is real, and it is serious, and this stock is going. And a $10 level is just the beginning of this thing. Again, we're going to find out from analysts and others eventually in the next few days, next week or two, projected PE multiples of this stock, projected earnings guesses of this stock. All right. That is what is coming. All right. Oh, is this going to be fun? Yes, it is. It's going to be a good time. Now, in the meantime, there's other stuff going on. Oh, is there, Bruce? Yes, there is. Let's take a look here. Apple is at 144.82 last I saw, although my iPad is really behind. 144.79, even my phone is behind. And I had noticed Tesla was down slightly. I've got to go back to my watch list, and I got to update everything. So just hang on here. We're pre-market. We're down 7 cents on Rocket Lab. We're up 51 now on SoFi. We're down 57 on GameStop, 22.25. GameStop hit a high of 23.31, if I recall, on Friday. And it's given up some ground then, and it's giving up a little more now. Again, pre-market 22.25. Those of you who have written GameStop calls and have rolled up GameStop call, you are still on the same mission. You're looking for the opportunity to do rollovers on your GameStops. Those of you who have $15 calls, $16 calls, $17 calls, if your calls are trading at more or less book value with very little premium left on them, that means they're coming into their last 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks of life. They're only trading at book value, or within, they're like a 90-10 rule. They're 90% book value, only 10% premium. There is no premium left to get for you. You're now gambling the stock's going to go lower. You have to move out of that call. You cannot be holding calls as an option writer that are just book value only calls, because now you're guessing the stock's going to go down rather than going with the shares. Get ahead of this thing. Move it up a buck or two in premium. Even if you go from 16 to 18 or 17 to 19 or 20, go out in time and make sure that the next call you write, one, is worth the call you're buying back or more, because I'd really like to see you get cash in your hands. And number two, that the strike price of that call that you're now rolling into, the price of the stock versus the strike price of that stuff, the price of that option and the price of the strike price and the issue itself, the stock itself, you want to have a call in your hands that you've written that is at least 50-50 book value, time value, if not more. If you could get a contract, you can write a contract that's literally $1 in the money, but trades at $4 or $5, now you're talking. Because now you have $4 to $5 of depreciation on your hands, time depreciation, or 80% time depreciation. That's the contract you want to be short. You want to be paid for the time, and time is the shrinking time premium is what you want. Yes, we know. We talk about this all the time. Stocks go up, stocks go down, and it's true. GameStop is lower this morning. So all of you out there with options that you've written on GameStop, you're richer this morning because your stock is already down 60 cents in the pre-market. That's a given. But you can't count on a dip to make your money. You have to count on a combination of your dip and time. You should have time make you just as much money as a dip or even more. And so there are times where the GameStop will give up $1.50, but the time dip will make you $2 on a contract, much more than that. This is where it's a pleasure to cross your arms and let a position depreciate out. Is when you've got 50 contracts you've written at 550 a pop, and it's $4 in $4.5 in the time premium, and you're watching the stock drop 50 cents. And you're going, that's nice, but you know where I make my money? Time depreciation. And you sit back and go, every dime this contract drops is $10 a contract, which is $500 to me because I wrote 50 of these guys. That's the position you want to get to. You get to 100, every dime is $1,000. Bills can be paid with $1,000 profits. You can go for dinner if you make $100. Okay, you can go for a nice dinner. If you make $10, you get to go to Subway. All right. We're not here to go to Subway. All right. We're not here to just take friends out to dinner or our spouse for a quick, nice little dinner at Outback. No. We're here to pay bills. We're here to get ahead in life. We only go around once. We're here to make way more money than we need to live on. And this is where you allow these contracts to let you get you this return you ultimately deserve. Thank you all for being here. 642 is a SoFi right now at this moment in time. 642 pre-market. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Again, I want to recap here some more stocks. We've got Rocket Lab down 7 to 487. SoFi up 48 to 642. GameStop down 45 cents to 22.38. The AMC combination, the common shares are at 531. The preferreds are 220. They're about a saw off there. Matterport, excuse me, down 9 cents. 23andMe is off 7. Spire, no change. ATIP is up a penny. Smart Rent is up about 2 cents. Cyxtera is up 4 now. Cyxtera has turned around from a 12-cent loss to a 4-cent gain. 329. We had a big gain on Friday, 54 cents. So Cyxtera is moving up. Apple is down 113. Goldman down 50. Cisco down 57 cents. Tesla is off 4 cents to 177.86. Now I see it up 1 penny. Arc Innovation down 72. Microsoft down 350. Pfizer down 14. HPQ down 23. Alphabet down 137. That's what I'm seeing so far this morning. Amazon down 77 cents as well. Headline: SoFi pops as earnings bring major positives on profits and growth. That is a headline that came out from MarketWatch. SoFi expects to deliver a GAAP profit in the fourth quarter of 2023. That is the headline story here that's coming out. The company saw its fourth quarter losses narrow to $40 million or 5 cents a share from $111 million or 15 a share in the prior year quarter. Analysts were expecting a 9-cent loss for the period. So instead of 9, it was 5. And shares are up 6% in the pre-market. The company saw fourth quarter non-interest income rise to $144 million from $136 million, as it was benefiting from higher personal loan originations, but also recorded lower student loan and home loan originations. Personal loan originations were up 50% from a year earlier, while student loan originations were off 72% and home loans were down 84% as a result of macroeconomic headwinds and a continued transition of home loan fulfillment partners. SoFi achieved $2.5 billion in personal loan originations in the quarter. This strong performance was aided by years of investment in technology to automate and accelerate the application to approval process for qualified borrowers and frequent testing of risk controls and underwriting models to maintain our high standard of credit quality, the company said. The company saw a 46% increase in total deposits for the period. The bank portion of the business brought in about $30 million. They are looking good. And bottom line, kids, is these guys are heading for the profit position. So up we go on SoFi. Good stuff. Congratulations, those of you who have waited it out and have not done any option writing as of yet. Not yet needed. We're going to go substantially higher here. And now you're going to start to generate. When you start writing options, you will generate some real money here. You're not going to get pennies. You're going to start to get dollars. Dollars you've deserved. And you'll be able to write options for years years and years if you play your cards right, and many of you could probably make a living off of just your SoFi holdings finally, because you bought them low and you waited it out. Thank you all for these thumbs ups already for the show. Thank you. Keep them coming in. We're pushing for 200 thumbs ups. I appreciate this. Juan A says, bought 2 calls expiring February 24. The strike is $6. I paid 30 cents for each of them at the close. They were Friday on 52. I want to see how high it'll be today and then close them out for that juicy time premium. Yeah, well, your calls now are worth 43 cents book value. You've got till February, as you say. So you should have at least a $1, $1.20 contract, I would think, on your hands. I already have 200 shares, so I'm ready to sell covered calls when we break 10 again. Christina, number 69. It's Ryan says, like Andy from the club always said, give about 3 days after earnings for the big institutions to buy or sell. Puts us in the Fed report where SoFi would have another gain. Home skilled. Hey, Uncle Bruce, would you ever consider setting up an account for a direct EFT for subscribers? Do you set an account for what? A direct EFT. I don't know what does EFT mean. Exchange. I don't know what this means. Rugman will take us away. Drew, don't fear the upside and do rollovers except on SoFi. What's up with that? You gotta. When I say don't fear the upside, you have to be listening to the fact that you don't fear the upside on stocks where you write options. We have not been writing options on SoFi from this guy's perspective. Don't give me this double talk garbage, Drew. The bottom line here is you don't fear the upside on stock, but you let the stock give you an upside. And today, SoFi is going to give you some upside. That's what we're talking about. Coyote, GameStop's run was due to the stock's anniversary. Well, that's over now. Back to 12 monthly revenue for the NFT gift. Coyote, Drew, I would say it's because SoFi has less room for rollovers compared to stock with Tesla, GameStop. To Larry, sell my house fast. Thanks. It's good to be home. Juan, Larry, what do you do for a living? You're always traveling, jury duty, remote working. Juan, Subway here in Iceland, you will pay between 20 and 30 bucks for one Subway meal. So you got to make some option money around here. Chris, SoFi is looking good. Just remember, fellow traders, SoFi is notorious for being pushed down after earnings. Good buying opportunity. Soon we'll be saying, remember when you could buy SoFi in the 5s. Bobby, today SoFi is making me thirsty. Larry, I'm in IT. I can work from anywhere with electricity and internet. I was doing that even before the pandemic. Rock and roll. JR, going to be fireworks when the market opens. Deep value, you're incorrect. It's running because GameStop was oversold. Good try though. Home skillet. Amazon getting into NFT might have given GameStop a boost. Coyote, deep value, it'll go parabolic any day now, I'm sure. Deep value, not how things work, buddy. Home skill, electronic fund transfer. Electronic fund transfer. You can if you're in Canada, you can send me dollars through the internet. You can do it through my email address, which is linked down below. You can always send direct funds that way, but I'm not sure about across the U.S.-Canada border. It's got to be PayPal. That's the issue there, because I'm in Canada. Coyote, the days of the $5 foot long are long gone. Beach Boy just loaded up on some more SoFi at 643. Price is still nice. It is still a nice price. 642 right now. Deep value. Coyote says buy high, sell low. Listen to him, guys. It's Ryan. Drew, SoFi faces too much of a run-up by rolling up and out so far. It'll be there next earnings, so it'll be more likely another run-up, so notice being conservative numbers. Bobby, taking my family out for fast food quickly scares my wallet. Kev, I am bought a few more too, yet average is still over 10. Diamond hands. It's Ryan. Drew, so if you were writing $7 calls, so you'll be knocking on the door shortly soon. You'll roll to July or August. That's into the next earnings, so potentially even report profit. Anyway, thank you very much. I mean, yeah, you can. There are people who are just writing options on SoFi, no matter what I say, because it's your money. You can do what you want with your stock. But there are those who get caught. We had folks writing 5s. We had folks writing 6s and then buying them back for a loss and then trying to write 7s. And I'm just saying, let the stock take a run. It's done this many a time before. It is certainly capable of a $2 pop at any time. And this week it could be at $10. And if it goes to 10, 11, you might be writing 12s or 13s and start from there. And then look for a pullback from, I don't know, 11 to 9, topping out for a little bit. I don't know. Let's see who says what about SoFi and what they project it to be. Will the analysts come out now with new projections as to where they predict the stock will go? Are we going to start getting, instead of, oh, our target has been moved to 7 from 6, are we going to get those? Or are we going to get these, our target is 12 from 7, 14 from 8? We're going to get those kinds of revisions. That is going to shake things up. That's going to get people talking, because this thing here, these days our number 424 was the low. All right, that was the low. We're 642 now, and we're up 48 cents in the pre-market on a volume now of what, 8.36 million. There's some money coming in here. And it isn't even mega money yet, but there's gonna be dough coming in here. Very interesting stuff. Congrats all, and we're going to have a fun day here. 34 minutes until we open for trading. DQ, I am number 97, Bruce. Thank you, DQ. Let's see. Let's go. Matthew, good morning, folks. I'm number 96. I think we run to 10. Beach Boy, Bobby, you could always wash the dishes, mop floors. Could always do that. Anyway, we'll see what happens. 165 down dip on the Dow, by the way. We're still negative on the markets. 34 on S&P, 142 negative on NASDAQ. There are other concerns out there, and they are the Fed Wednesday will release their interest rate policies. We will get more significant economic indicators all this week coming out. We'll watch for that. Oil getting hit today, down 162, negative 77.98. Oil consumption is not taking off, and there are no supply issues anywhere on oil. We were told all summer long, oh, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be $150 a barrel. All those oil shills were everywhere, trying to scare the bejesus out of everybody. It didn't work. They had the war in Ukraine. They had the China reopening. They had the easing of COVID restrictions. They had everything going for them to scare, and it didn't work. And we're now at 78.06. The question is now not how high oil is going to go. How low is oil going to go? That's really the question in the long run, because there's lots of it. And so we'll see what gives up. All right. Let's see. Drew, I wrote 5s on SoFi that expire in March. I wrote back in December. Good luck. Coyote Trashman, put them in the trash can, leave them outside your door in the trash man. I don't know what's going on here. Given Noto's history with the NFL, could we see a Super Bowl commercial? Drew, looking for rollovers. Yeah, I would say so. All right. Interesting stuff. If you've written Tesla calls, let's address the Tesla scenario now. Let's talk Tesla. We are, if I can get my poor old phone to work for me. Let's see here. There we go. TSLA, Tesla. There we go. Tesla. Boy, sometimes my phone is a miracle machine, and other times it is a useless piece of silicon. It just drives me nuts. I can't get simple quotes off of it nowadays. It's not my phone, though. It's the internet in this place. I think that's my biggest issue here that I'm dealing with right now. But it won't even give me a Tesla quote. Stupid stuff. Sorry, folks. Just doing what I can. Go to my iPad, see if it works. Yeah, 178.60, up 70 cents. Those of you who have picked up deep in the money Tesla calls, I know I've been getting messages from a number of you telling me I bought $50 Tesla calls when it was at 100, 110 a share. I bought 55s. I bought 60s. I bought 70s. Well, first of all, congratulations. That's the first thing because the shares aren't 110 anymore. They're 178. We're up 68 big ones from that point in time. So there's a few things that can be done here. First of all, you guys, some of you guys bought these calls and then you wrote 120, 125 contracts against the stock because the stock was 110, 115, and you figured, well, right at 120.25, I got a $55, $60, $70 call here. This is the thing to do. That is the thing to do, was the thing to do. Then the thing to do after that was when the stock began to move, rollovers. And I've asked you and begged you and pleaded with you, write 145s, 150s, write 150s, 160s, write 170, 75. Now I'm saying at 178 because how do I know where the stock's going to go in one day to the next day to the next day? In a week, it went up a third, which is great, but it means rollover city. And now you're looking at another rollover. And I would recommend you take a look at 190s to 200s, and I would not be afraid at all to go out to January of next year. I'd go way out there. I would be looking for a huge hit. A cash hit you well deserve. I also would say those of you who have 50, 60s, and $70 in the money calls, you can easily move up to the 85s, 90s range. So for those that have 60s, you go to 90, 70 to 90. That'll bring you cash. That'll bring you cash in your account because you're moving up into a higher priced stock, which means a higher priced contract, which is cheaper to buy. You'll sell yours at this price. You'll buy this one at this price. There's a gap there. That could be $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a contract. It all depends on how far in the money you're talking about here. If you are able to raise cash doing that, and you're able to raise cash doing a rollover as well, you might have enough cash to buy either 100 more shares of the company, but more likely you might be able to buy another in the money call, which means you can write another in the money call. There's that. So keep that in mind. Do not fear the upside on Tesla. As I say, we never fear the upside on stocks we can write options on. I'm happy to see Tesla where it is. I'm surprised. It's a little quicker than I thought. Topped out at 180 on Friday. It might go to 185 today. It might go to 190. It might. And if it does, you're writing 200s. Why wouldn't you write 200s? Fantastic. Can the shares go higher? Maybe. But if you haul in some real nice dough, do you care? Should you care? If you've got a 110, 15, 120, 130 average price on Tesla as the stock itself, and you're writing $200 calls against the stock, and you get paid 40, 50 bucks for next January, if you're going that far out, you're selling at $250 a share. Congratulations. I wish this happened to every stock we ever did this on. Beautiful stuff. Again, it could be the shares end up between 160 and 180 now all week long. They could just stay there, fluctuate between 160 and 80 all week long. That's fine too. If you've written 180s, 190s, or 200s, and the stock wants to stay at 160 to 180, you're a happy camper. That's all good. So let's see how it goes. 650 on SoFi now, up 54 cents. 651 I see now on 8.8 million traded. All right, looking good on the SoFi. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Hang on, I've just got to catch up with your comments here. Here we go. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, there's an article, Sell My House Fast says, there's an article on Thinkorswim that was published 20 minutes ago that says SoFi expects to make a GAAP earnings in the fourth quarter. I call BS. I think sooner. I think also that's true. GAAP is an accounting term. It's I think it takes out certain expenses and certain other things. I don't know it. I don't know it. I'm not an expert in this area. Never have been. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a tax guy. Don't look for me to give you these answers. But it is an accounting term, and it is a generally accepted indication of momentum, earnings momentum, positive, negative. And this company has been gapping positively for several quarters now. There's been better than expected gap numbers, and they have been indicating to those who understand this stuff, look, the deep economics are simple. We've had to spend a lot of money up front to get our entire software system up and running, our entire computer system up and running. We are a fintech company. We have spent money now on equipment that will run this company for the next decade, but we can't. We have to pay it up front, yet we don't benefit from it until the next 20, 30 years. Now, the Bank of America will say the same thing. So will Wells Fargo. Hey, we built a branch in downtown Peoria, and it cost us $3 million to build that branch. And we've figured out the next 20 years we'll be in that branch. And so they get write-offs, they get allowable deductions and depreciations and all this stuff. But on the accounting side, you may have to write off your books the $3 million you paid to build that branch right now, even though that branch won't make a profit of $3 million for a couple of years. It has to get going, has to establish its clientele. In the case of SoFi, you've had to spend money on a company that's going to have 10 million members, that has what, 2-3 million now, or 4 million now. This company has pre-spent a lot of money in systems that we can't touch brick, but we can touch servers. It's stuff that we just don't see in the naked eye. And this has to be accounted for. And so you have accountants who go, they're making money. It shows losses, but they're making money. They're actually bringing more dough in than they're spending here, but they spend a lot over there, which they have to for the next 15 years of growth. And the gap is a good thing. So in plain English, that's what that means. I've just explained the gap. It's a generally accepted accounting practice that takes into account depreciations, upfront expenses you've made for years in advance. And it allows accountants and analysts to go, okay, they've invested in Galileo, they've invested in these other outfits, and then that's that. And over here is where the customers are. They're coming in the door, they're signing up, they're borrowing money, they're getting the credit cards, they're sending money in on deposit. And there's the income side, there's the expense side, and there's the expense side that is today expenses, and there's expenses that are tomorrow's expenses that have been pre-spent already. And that is the difference there. I hope that helps some of you. Matthew, Friday I bought CYXT. Septic pumping says, I think it'll gap up to about $10-12 when the earnings report shows they're making a profit, possibly fourth quarter, they said this morning. M. Grant, she's running 648 right now, so where we have it. All right, Susan, I'm waiting for upcoming 3-day sold out Taylor Swift SoFi Stadium concert. I'm waiting for the upcoming, all those potential SoFi new accounts for the company. Should we go further in time on Tesla? Should we go out further in time on Tesla? I say do rollovers and go further out. Yes. Take big, massive, obscene premiums and put them in your account. Yes. Yes. All righty. Brucey, put your vest on and let's get this thing to $7 today, says Deuce Caboose. Christine, this sounds familiar. Exactly what I did Friday on Tesla. JEP, Jeff, so hypothetically, if I wrote a SoFi July 21 call at 7, would it be better to buy it back at a net 38 per share loss before earnings? Again, hypothetically, I don't have to answer that question. Beach Boy, so something is generally accepted. Robbery practice. Tell guys step it up. Say, don't know what he wants to talk about there. What is going on here? Wow, I'm old. Me too. I don't have time for silly questions. What's going on here? Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Bruce, can you do a quick review on the impact of the 12% short float on SoFi and effects on the stock price? Yeah, there's always short sellers on SoFi. Always has been, always will be. There's short sellers on IBM. There's short sellers on Apple. There's short sellers on Cisco. There's always short sellers. Is this ridiculously high? Maybe it's acceptable. Maybe it's okay. Will there be panicked short sellers covering? Yeah, Yeah, there will be. Those short sellers who were shorting at 525 to 550 not too long ago are worried now. Why are they worried? 9 million shares of trading so far this morning probably has got their attention going, oh shit, everyone's jumping into this thing. I better cover my butt here. So I'm happy. It should be good. Touch grass. Very exciting. Yes, it is. 20 minutes till we open. Thank you all. Let's see what else is going on. They had a good earnings call, says Cameron. Rock and roll. Is Daddy Powell going to be nice on Wednesday? I think a quarter point hike is a guarantee. Half point maybe. We'll see what his lingo is after. His lingo should be identical to what it's always been. He should not waver. He should be hawkish, and he should warn the market. I'm not kidding. But if he comes off softy, the market's going to go nuts. Nuts, like it'll try to go higher, thinking that everything is okay now. It's not okay now. Heard this morning something interesting about inflation, that in Europe, the general consensus is European inflation is easing up. And so a lot of optimists out there are going, oh, this is great. Inflation is easing up in Europe, which means the European Central Bank won't have to be as rough and aggressive and all this stuff. And then this morning, a report came out from Spain. Spain's inflation report came out. And an analyst I was listening to said Spain is a good one to watch because Spain is vulnerable to energy costs, imported energy prices. And Spain's inflation rate is cooking up again. It's picking up, and that is bad news for Europe because as Spain goes, the rest of Europe will follow. And so this analyst is going, if you're thinking that inflation is going lower because of certain oil-producing countries in Europe are doing better, think again. The folks who are buying energy that have to pay for it, it's going higher again. And of course, raises for unionized workers are out of control. To give you an idea of the disconnect between reality and real life, the Canadian workers in various government departments for the government of Canada, they're all unionized in Canada like they are everywhere else. The unionized workers have started their negotiations for a new contract, a new 3-year employment contract with the government of Canada. And the government of Canada's first offer was a 2% raise for the next 3 years in a row. 2% raise. Their own statistics, Government of Canada's very own statistics, are showing an 8% inflation rate. That was last year, expected to be 7 this year, whatever. The government is offering the workers 2%. The workers are saying to the government, we're talking 12% a year for the next 3 years. That's where we begin our discussions. Now, you tell me how this is going to end. It's how motivated are you if you're a worker for a unionized outfit like this as a social worker, because that's what these are, in effect, a social worker. Whether you're at the state level, county level, city level, federal level, in Canada, the United States, Britain, Germany, how motivated are you to put in your best effort when you know that the employer you work for doesn't want to give you a raise and they can legislate you back to work the minute you walk off the job? You'll go back to work. Oh, yeah, but you'll have long coffee breaks. You're just going to dog it. And why wouldn't you? What's your motivation? 2% raise and an 8% economy? What, I'm supposed to be the nice guy and take a 6% beating? I don't think so. That's not how it's going to go. So this is coming. This is 2023 coming up, and 2024. That is the secret problem, the little problem that is out there. We've already seen in our faces, right in front of us, the American Airlines captains ask for 30% raises over the next 3 years, and they're getting it. Delta getting their raises, United and others. We're seeing other workers, like in France, they're rioting, well, they're certainly protesting for the pension changes to go from retirement age of 62 to 64. There are union raise requests for raises in Europe that'll make your head spin. This is coming. This is going to be quite the typical story. But unfortunately, when you have the government come in with a 2% offer to start discussions, you've already created the atmosphere of discontent and problems. And this is a stupid move by the government already to again, they've been told by their ministers above them to do this, which again is a political stunt, and it is an insult to the workers of the country itself. It's an insult to the people of the country that these guys would put these civil servants at this kind of at odds like this. It doesn't make the government look good. It doesn't make them look good at all. Out of touch, maybe, with reality, which means a change is in the offing for new people, new blood. That's not what politicians want to hear. They want to hear about a change. We want to have all the old fossils come back and get reelected, just like the U.S. Senate. We want 90-year-old senators to get reelected because they're good for 6 more years. Unbelievable. All right. Heard today also that the world economy is going to be led by the European economy. It's not going to be led by the United States. The Europeans have already written America off for the next 2 years. They've already said America is useless. They're not going to be the leaders of any economic rebound whatsoever. Why is that? Because of the change in Congress. You already have arguments about with McCarthy not passing the spending act because they want to cut the budget that they passed last year. They want to cut last year's budget so they don't have to pay the money this year. So when the U.S. Congress is already at that stage, first month into a new Congress, you're dead in the water. There's nothing happening. In the next 6 months, absolutely everything will stop in 6 months, because starting in 6 months from now, this summer, the presidential campaign is in full swing. All these primaries get geared up for, all the summer fairs that these guys go to and these girls go to. The debates will begin. The town halls will begin. Nothing is going to be passed through Congress. Zero. It will be a dead economy from the Fed side of things. So there will be no stimulus spending out of the United States whatsoever. And that puts the U.S. economy in the toilet. It just puts it way underwater, because the American economy is locked into the federal spending. Where do you think defense gets all of its money from? These defense contractors make a fortune from the U.S. government. They did pass the military bill. The Pentagon spending is locked in. It's been passed, but the Congress doesn't want to pay for it now. By the way, just so you know, they don't want to pay for it. They want to cut Social Security so that the balance of the budget. Social Security makes up 16% of the budget, if that. I think 16% of the budget is discretionary spending. 84% of the budget can't be cut. And the Republicans want to cut the budget dramatically off the 16% that's left, but they don't want to tell you where it's coming from. We want to cut spending, but we're not going to tell you where to cut it from. So we'll let the president tell you. We'll just, President, you cut $500 billion of spending. Otherwise, you're a spendthrift guy. You tell us where you're going to do it. He's going, really? You've passed all these bills, and now you want me to cut the spending on the bills that you passed, that I signed? I don't think it works that way. I think it's like future spending we talk about, not past spending. But it's a beautiful political stunt, and everyone gets in on it. And in the meantime, Europe and Asia have turned America off of their worry list and going, they're useless. They're not going to lead the world in any way, shape, or form economically. We have to do it. And now, can we build our economy through China recovery, if that's real? How long will it take? At least 6 more months. They're thinking before China even gets going. And we'll find out when China starts to import raw materials. When China imports raw materials that they then remanufacture into everything we use, then we know. But that isn't happening yet, including oil. And that's why oil is $78.34, down $134 a barrel right now. Okay, everybody, thank you all for being here. Is this fun or what? Oh, it's a good time. 11 minutes to go. What else is going on here? Let's go. Last night, national NBC News reported that gasoline prices at the pump are on the rise. Powell may very well raise rates, as he said he would, 50 points, just something to think about. Yeah, it's true. He should raise them by 50. He really should. But he might do it at they might do a quarter, but they really should do a half to put the message back on the front burner. We're not kidding. We want inflation to be defeated, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Let's see. Kev, I bought SoFi options at 20 when it was 18. Been rolling it for a while. Finally got them down to 7 on 421. Looks like all that rolling is paying off. And let's go. Yeah, there is a war on unions in the U.S. Always has been, always will be. Just look what happened on the railroad. Troubling times for the blue collar worker, and they wonder why no one wants to pick up tools. Let's see what's going on here. JR, according to Beach Boy, Rugman showed up in Israel last night, expecting him here today also. And let's go. Let's see. SoFi's almost up 60 cents in pre-trading. What's it gonna do when we open? We're up 59 to 653 now. 653 according to CNBC on 9.6 million volume. 9 minutes until we open for trading today. Let's see what else is going on. Most folks talking to each other, which is great. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being part of the channel today. We've got 123 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. If you're able to add to that total for us, that would be greatly appreciated. We have 9 minutes until we open. We need 77 more thumbs ups to get to the 200 level. If you can help out, we would that would be really appreciated. Thank you all so much for these thumbs ups this morning already. Thank you all of you who are here, who are watching this morning, watching the SoFi pre-market, watching the pre-market of the market itself, getting ready for option rollover trades and all the other good stuff we're going to do. Going to be a fun day today, and it's nice to have you here. Please become a member of this channel if you don't mind. We'd love to have you join us. Membership has its privileges, including commentary during market hours. We've just shifted over at the moment to only commentary. Thank you guys. Those of you who've been here all morning. Good times, I'll tell you. Nice to have you here. Let's continue on over here. John's touchpad. I'm number 122. Bruce, you're going to get 200 thumbs ups. Thank you. Fabulous. Yeah, we've got volatility this week, no question. Willie, number 123. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that too. SoFi 658 now, up 63 cents as we climb even further into the market. 7 minutes to go. We're up 64 cents. 9.8 million now have traded in the pre-market. We closed at 594 on Friday. We're at 658 on SoFi. That is the story at the moment, as we are climbing with good pre-market volume. Nice to see that. Other stocks we're following in the pre-market. See what we have here. Let's see what's going on here. No idea what this machine is doing. We are down a dime on Rocket Lab. We're up 64 on SoFi, 658. GameStop down 56 cents at 22.26. Matterport down a nickel. ME 23andMe down 2 cents. Spire Global down 3 cents. ATIP is maybe down a half a penny at 45 cents. Smart Rent looks like it's up 14 cents now on a bit of a rally at $3 a share, 301 maybe. Sixtera is up 5 cents at $3.30. IBM still showing a negative 121. Goldman down 50 cents. Cisco down 45. Tesla's up a penny. Arc Innovations down 68 cents. Microsoft down 355. Pfizer down 3. HPQ down 36. And Google down 138 at 99.33 at the moment. It's what I'm showing at this time. We've got a whole lot of things to wonder about. We're down 0.4 of a percentage point on the Dow, 0.73 on S&P, and we're down 1.1% on NASDAQ, 1.1%. Crude oil down 110 a barrel, 78.58. Down it goes. Amazon or Amgen stock price target cut to 260 from 271 at UBS. Some of these analysts are already making predictions on some stocks out there. Waiting for SoFi to see what kind of projections we might see there. That could be most interesting. We're going to find out soon enough. Where am I? Okay. See if I can get this to work here. There we go. And let's take a look at this. I'm just adding NVIDIA to my watch list. It's down 415 today to 199.51. NVIDIA's had a real good run the last month or so, as have a number of other stocks. Watching for see how they want to work this pre-market. American Express stock price target raised to 185 from 170. Pardon me, that has been bumped up. Amazon stock price target raised to 171 from 142. This is Credit Suisse. American Express was upgraded by UBS. A Dow stock price target raised to 62 from 57 at UBS. So we got some upgrades and whatnot going on here as expected. As we should be seeing. All right. SoFi, 657 up 63 cents. 10 million traded now. 10.1 million traded on SoFi. 657 up 53 cents in the pre-market. 4 minutes to go, and we start trading over there. Oscar, thank you for number 134 thumbs ups. I appreciate this. Fantastic. JR had a good time. We had a good time on Discord last night, right on, JR. Let's go 140 says, dude, thank you. Number 140, thumbs up. Mandu, good morning all. I'm 142. Thank you, everybody. Them bells getting ready here. Dude, Uncle Bruce, I had some stink rights hit on my GameStop while I was at work on Friday. I couldn't comment, but it was a fun time. Should have been stinkier, it turns out. Well, we'll see how it works out. Obviously, the shares are under a bit of pressure this morning so far. We're about ready to start the party here. The Dow is off, but it's only off 139. Nothing dramatic. 30-point drop on S&P, 138 on NASDAQ. I think the Dow was down 200 maybe an hour ago. We'll see how this plays out. Options Nomads number 145. Thanks for the 3-on-1 yesterday, Uncle Bruce. That was a lot of fun. Very informative. We covered a lot of ground, didn't we? It's going to be interesting to see how things continue on. I'm excited for you guys. I really am. It's early days, and oh my, we'll watch closely everything here as we always do. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up so far for the pre-show here. This first hour, we're getting ready to open this market up. 657 last trade on SoFi, up 63 cents. 10.2 million shares. We have a very strong pre-opening for SoFi today, no question about it. The numbers have come in nicely. Projections are higher. Estimates are higher. Analysts are on board. So far, so good. We're going to see just how this stock reacts as we get going here in just a couple of minutes. Thank you one and all for being here and hanging out with yours truly. Great to share this info with you and see where this market wants to go. Yeah, let's get started. 153 thumbs ups, 47 left to get to 200. Hit the thumbs up button for us, please. Nail that sucker, and let's get this going. Thank you all very, very much. There we go. We now have 292 of you here. Welcome one and all. It's a big move on SoFi today. We have a down dip so far on GameStop. Not much trading yet. No change on Tesla at the moment. The Dow is off 138, coming into the last minute now to get this market started. Marcus 151, Option Nomads 150, the other half 152. Grits, SoFi has 5 cents earnings per share after the earnings call, right? They lost 4 instead of losing 9. I think that's what it was. Let's see. Susan shops about with $7,500 Roth money ready to go buying more SoFi. Would bring me to 2,300 shares to write later. My question: would you go all in? Would you leave zero cushion for future rolls? Is this a concern? You got to govern yourself accordingly. I mean, are you into options that are definitely going to roll? Are you into short-term contracts? So you have trades coming up this next week or two? Keep that in mind. Larry Titus, thank you, my friend. The bells have been rung. We're up and running. There be the bells. Thank you, Larry. Everyone is here. We are trading. We're up and running. Let's get this party started. And let's see how our friends do at SoFi. We closed at 657 on the pre-market. Now let's see how we're doing here. It looks like we're trading at 657 right off the bat here. 1.7 million traded so far already, according to CNBC's numbers. We'll watch this pre-opening and everything else now as we get started here. Okay, let's refresh my poor phone. There we go. Pop it up there, and let's see what happens. I'm showing the Dow off 103 at the moment. S&P down 23, NASDAQ down 105. Actually, a little better than we were in the pre-market. We're not as bad off as we were. Oil down 118 to 78.50. We have Tesla 178.92 up 99 cents to start. We now have SoFi at 667, showing a 73-cent gain. 3.6 million, 4 million. Make that 4 million at 671 now, up 77 cents. Very good. Am I surprised to see this? No, I'm not. Not with the numbers we saw today. With the company, instead of losing 9 cents for the quarter, they lost 4 or 5 cents instead. That is a dramatic improvement. This is signaling to me they're about to break even, if not start making money every quarter going forward. And now the question to me is, what PE multiple is this stock trading at going forward a year from now and 2 years from now and 3 years from now? What could the expected earnings be per share in the next 12, 24, and 36 months? Is 671 a fair reflection of where these shares really are trading at? Are we dealing with a $1 a share company a year from now or 2 years from now? If it's 2 years from now, we're at 6.7 future earnings multiple. This is cheap. This is a company that is growing in an incredibly fast pace, and so should have a very high future PE multiple, not a low future PE multiple. This should have a much higher PE multiple than any other bank out there. The question is, what is the potential PE multiple? If a skeptic says these guys can't make more than 30 cents a share in the next year or two, well, then we're at 20 times, 23 times earnings right now on a PE multiple. But if the skeptic is wrong and the company's going to earn $1 a share in the next year or two, then we're at 6.7. If the company in 2 years or so is going to earn $1.50 a share, we're under 5 times PE multiple, forward PE multiple. That would be incredibly cheap. That is the next step here for this market and the followers of this market. I'm wanting to see what analysts have to say about the projections for this company going forward. What can they be? The Dow's down 81 now. We're down 24 on S&P. NASDAQ down 117. The Dow is not down as much as it was in the pre-market. It's doing better. Only 1/5 of a percentage point. All right, look out SoFi. They're projecting break even. They're going to be very conservative on the call, by the way. They're not going to go out on a limb and tell you, oh, yeah, we're going to make way more money than the analysts say. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to be the conservative guys, and they will out-deliver. They're not going to under-deliver. Not getting caught with that one. That is what you do not do as a senior officials of publicly traded companies. You don't over-promise and under-deliver. You under-promise and over-deliver. And so you go very conservative. So we'll see how this goes. Noto will be on CNBC at 11 o'clock. Eastern time, about an hour and 20 minutes from now. All right. Here you go. What's going on here? SoFi 685, 676. Yeah, we've been jumping around 680 right now, up 86 cents. Larry Titus on SoFi. That's what we're saying here. Alberto DQ. I'll bring down some tools and we can have at your to-do list, knock it out together. Something's going on. All right. Let's see. SoFi stinkers deployed, says Mr. Premium of the option. 674, 675, 680 range. We're all over the map on SoFi as we should be. We'll probably be rather volatile. 13.4 million traded so far today, now 14 million traded on the stock. 665, not a surprise to see this jump 15, 20, 30 cents in minutes. We're going to get a lot of activity here. Welcome to the party, pal. You've joined in. I'm glad you're here, and hope you like what you see. I hope you're enjoying the action. There should be a lot of action on SoFi all day long. 163 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. We only need 37 more for 200. Keep them coming. All right. Let's see what else. JR is saying it all. Neat. Here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. Other than the SoFi shares, where are we at? We've got Sextera at 313, down 11.5 cents. The Dow down 92 at the moment. GameStop 2204, down 78 cents. ATIP at 45 cents, down 0.6 of a penny. Tesla's down 396 at 173.94. We have Apple at 144.75, down 118. HBQ down 33 cents. Google is down 213. Moderna down 350 to 185.84. Cisco down 23 cents. We've got Pfizer up 22 today. IBM unchanged. Microsoft down 374. We have 23andMe down 7 cents. We have Rocket Lab down 12, Matterport down 11, SmartRent down 7, Spire down 2, Amazon down 194. Home Depot is off 140, Netflix down 331, Manic Vectors down 374, Adobe down 479. Goldman up 140. Banks are higher. Boeing Group down 147. Meta down 198. AMC, the commons are off 34 cents. The preferreds are up 28, so they're negative a little bit. Royal Caribbean down 72 to 63.09. Carvana up 63 cents. Robinhood down a dime. We've got Target down 152, JP Morgan up 63, a bank that's not going up. Costco down 112, Walmart down 125, Disney down 169 to 107.80, Nvidia down 491 to 198.74. American Airlines off 15 cents to 16.28, and that's what we have so far. The Dow is only off 78 points. It's coming around here. S&P's off 25, and NASDAQ down 134. That's what I have so far on this session, with oil off 140 a barrel to 78.27. Interest rate hike day is on Wednesday. That's when Powell and the Fed will release their estimates. So their next Fed rate of the estimates and the guesses are 1/4 point baked in for sure, with the possibility that we get a 0.5 point rise in interest rates. But 1/4 point is the consensus. We'll see what happens on the consensus. So it's going on. What no one is talking about in the world of the Federal Reserve, quantitative easing. The Fed is tightening up the money supply. No one's talking about it. They are doing it slowly, but they are tightening up, and that makes interest rates and money more expensive to borrow. See how that plays out. SoFi, $6.74, 668 in that neighborhood now. We're ahead by 74 to 80 cents a share on 18.8 million so far. Typically, at this moment in time, SoFi would have maybe traded 1.5 million shares to 2 million shares. So we are well above normal. We did over 10 million in the pre-market. We're now at 18.8 million here. This stock is being gobbled up by buyers. Why people are selling this stuff? No idea. 19 million traded. Why on earth would there be sellers of SoFi at $6.74 a share when they just blew the numbers off the door handles for their fourth quarter, and they just upped their estimates for 2023? Defies logic. It could be that sellers are shorters, thinking this is as high as it'll go. I don't think so. I think we have the possibility of a $2 day today. We might pop another $1.20 to $7.90, because I think as the morning rolls on and you get 1 million shares every, not even a minute, you're getting more than 1 million a minute going through. You're running out of paper down here. You can buy a lot of paper at $6.74, not so much paper at $16.74. So down here, you can gobble up gobs of paper and take it off the street. and it'll create a shortage of stock in the not too distant future. Again, though, I think what we have here is today's SoFi shares are today's day trading darling. It's the stock that the short-term flipper will be all over. So if you're a day trader off your cell phone, you're flipping the crap out of SoFi for a penny or two or a nickel, in and out and in and out and in. I get it. You got to be somewhere. You want to be where the liquidity is. The liquidity is right here on SoFi. At the moment, 642. Do not be shocked or surprised or disappointed about the range of this stock from minute to minute in 5 and 10 minute increments. This thing will move 30, 40, 50 cents. This volatility is at pitched fever high. We have 23.2 million traded now, and we've been going 11 minutes. We're trading 2 million shares a minute on SoFi. You think there's rampant speculation going on? What was your hint? Yeah, I think so. Do not write any contracts on this stock right now. Don't offer 6s or 7s or 8s. Off the table, completely off the table. The contracts you want to write, when you write contracts, they'll be over $10 a piece at minimum. You're not going to offer this stuff at $6, $7, $8. It's not going to be here much longer the way this thing's going through. Lots of fun, tons of fun. Welcome one, welcome all. Let's see. What else is happening here? Folks talking to each other here. I'm not reading comments where they're talking to each other. There's no point. But it's great. Welcome to the family, all of you. Welcome to the channel, those of you who are members of the channel, Gold Bagel members and regular members, thank you. The Dow is off just 47. We're recovering on the Dow. We're down 23 on S&P, 130 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is not recovering much, but the Dow seems to be well off of its lows so far. Cyxtera up 321, down just 4 cents. That's an interesting one. CYXT, interesting. That was a big move Friday, only off 4 now. GameStop, 22.54, down 28 cents. ATIP down 1/10 of a penny, 45.5. Tesla down 255 at 175.35. SoFi now at 650 up 56 cents. We've got Apple 144.78 down 115. HBQ 28.98 down 25. Google down 210 at 98.61. Cisco down 17 cents. Pfizer up 23. IBM up 53. Everything else is red. Microsoft down 3.93. 23andMe down 6.5. Rocket Lab down 12. Matterport down 11.5. SmartRent down 9. Spire down 2.25 of a 2.5 cents. Pardon me. Amazon down 170. Home Depot down 36. Netflix down 272. Vanik Vectors 332 lower. Adobe down 4.86. Goldman up 194, but then we go red again with Boeing down 157, Meta down 176. We have Royal Caribbean down 14 cents. We've got Target down 154, JP Morgan off 77, Costco down 29 at $503, Walmart 135 lower, just under 142, Disney down 156 at 107.98, Nvidia is now down $5 to 198.64. American Airlines 1634 down 9 cents. There you have it. That is the latest. 658 now is the last trade I see on SoFi, showing a volume now of 26.4 million in 14 minutes. And it is not quite 2 million shares a minute going through on SoFi. So at 650 a share, 2 million a minute, that is, if I got my math right, $13 million a minute of stock trading on SoFi. $13 million of stock a minute trading right now on SoFi. There will be volatility. 667 now, up 73. It'll go up, it'll go down. But my hunch is at this pace of volume, 27.2 million in the bag now, this stock is well over 150 million shares today. We will not be up 75 cents. We could be up more than $2 if this volume persists. Just saying. It's just math. It's nothing personal, people. It's just analytical fact. This kind of pace of volume moves markets. You'll take out all the cheap sellers. There won't be any left. Anyone who wants out gets out, and now we go higher. There it is. Just saw Barron's headline, just came across 3 minutes ago. SoFi stock jumps on strong 2023 forecast, record adjusted EBITDA. So there you have it. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, so on and so on. So there it is. The company is on a roll, and it is reflected in the stock. 671 now on 28.7 million shares in 15 minutes. So not quite 2 million a minute. Didn't expect this to last, but a million a minute is 60 million an hour, and that's a 300 million share day or more. So can we even do that? I don't know. But that kind of volume, this thing is $8-9 today. It's gone. It's gone. All right. There you go, kids. Welcome to the party, pal. The Nakatomi Tower. We're going to have some fun here. This is looking most interesting. Look at the Dow now, down 4.5 points. That's all. S&P down 16, NASDAQ down 107. All three markets are recovering now, coming on here, okay? How is Auntie Jen doing? Fantastic. Went for a walk this weekend with her new walking sticks. We're walking with walking sticks. She's walking around the house with a cane only, not with the walker anymore, just with the cane. So the walker is being used in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom just in case. But during the day, it's a cane, baby. We're back. Problem is she can hit with the cane. See, I was safe with the walker because to hit me with the walker takes two hands and a lot of leverage. The cane, not so much. I got to be careful. I got to kind of keep my distance, see what we can do. We're down a half a point, only half a penny on Sextera, 324.5. We're up 11 on GameStop. Turnaround, 22.93 on GameStop. ATIP down 0.6 of a penny at 45 cents. Tesla's down only 9 cents. This whole market is coming back on. It's lifting back up. We're down 7.9, call it 19 on the Dow. A little sell program coming in, then the buy programs come in. Sell program buys. The buys are running it higher. So that's what's going on here. Down 15 points on S&P, 96 only now, 93 on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ is definitely improving. Tesla, 178, up a dime. SoFi, 670 a share, up 76 cents today. A very strong opening. Karen says SoFi's above my cost basis. Now what? JR, Uncle Bruce, you getting a cold snap on in Palm Desert? It got very cold last night here in Southern California. Yes, our high today is 50, 55, 57 degrees, about 15 below normal. We should be around 70 now. Yeah, Alex, 173, Bruce, on your thumbs up meter, 27 more, and you got your 200 thumbs ups. Thank you, all of you who are watching. If you can hit the thumbs up button, please do. Help us out. Oh, Cane Lady might get you. Cane Lady. Thank you all for joining us. We're down 5 on the Dow. I think we're about to go positive on the Dow. I think we're going to go green here. Sextera is now up a penny. GameStop up a dime. ATIP still down 0.6 of a penny. Tesla's up 32 cents. SoFi now 676, up 82 cents. Apple only down 86 cents. HBQ down only 11 now. Google off 168 to 99.02. Moderna up down 276. Cisco down only 4 cents. Pfizer is up 22, IBM up 63. Microsoft is still showing a 326 loss, but those losses are evaporating. Amazon down only $1. It was down 3. Home Depot down 126. It was down over 3. Netflix only down 74 cents. It was down dollars as well. We're getting a recovery in this market bit by bit by bit. We're now, what are we into it now? 19 minutes, not even 20 minutes into the day. SoFi here at 676, 20 minutes of trading coming up. We're at 33 million volume. That is 1.7 million a minute on SoFi. 673, up 79 cents. A very strong up move here showing now on this stock. Very good. No surprise to see this now that the street is figuring out, SoFi, what? They're about to make a profit? Wasn't this a SPAC? These are one of the bad stocks, right? Isn't this one of those SPACs that the SEC tried to to eviscerate from existence. These guys are doing all right. They're generating like billions in revenue this year. Hello. Why would I not buy stock like this? Yeah, well, despite the SEC's best efforts, not all SPACs are garbage. But boy, you wouldn't know it listening to those guys. Cyxtera up 1.5 cents, 326. It's moved up. GameStop right now down 20, a little sell-off. ATIP still at 45 cents. Tesla down 55 cents. SoFi at 676, up 82. It's the standout without a doubt, all by itself. Definitely a standout. Very interesting. Tesla 176.66 now down 124 on a bit of a pullback. The low on Tesla today was 172.75. The high 179.77. We're at 177.36, just above the halfway mark of the day for Tesla here. All right. That is what I've got going on. Let's see what else is happening here. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. Jen seems like a very fair woman to me. I reckon you deserve getting hit by her with a cane. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, man. Alex, SoFi earnings day equals stock goes up. Alex's productivity tumbles. It plummets. Oh, man. Yep. Matthew, all the SPACs are going to skyrocket. They have been heavily shorted. They thought they were all a scam. Remember, Wall Street didn't make a dime. That's right. There are no friends in Wall Street on a lot of these SPACs. If they're over shorted, look out. There's a snapback rally. We'll see. 328 now on Cyxtera, up 3.5. The Dow's down 4 points. That's all. It's just down 4. It was down 200 in the pre-market. We're only down 4 right now. Let's see. GameStop now positive again, +2. A buy program has come back in. Tesla just off 44 cents. It was down to like $1.20 just a minute ago. SoFi 678, 680 actually on SoFi. It looks like SoFi's popped again. Volume now on SoFi 35 million. 22 minutes into the session here. 683 now, up 88 cents on your SoFi. We're gunning for 7. And we could well break it. We could well knock 7 off the perch here and go higher. Down 431 on the Dow, 14 points lower on S&P. The Dow's +4, by the way. We just went green on the Dow. We're only down 13 on S&P. We're down 83 on NASDAQ. The markets are coming back into the positive territory, led by the Dow now up 5.6 points. 684 up 90 cents on your SoFi today, kids. Finally getting some recognition, well-deserved right here. DQ, the Dow's green, Bruce. The Dow is green, up 9.5 on the Dow. Yep. Jumping around, though, quite a bit. Excuse me, 177.53 down 36 cents on Tesla. And we're up 4 cents on GameStop. SoFi 683.84 here. We're gunning for $7 next. That's our next stop, and I don't think it's going to stop there. I really don't think so. Bruce, have you thought of a hat? Might soften the blow of the cane. I swear, I've seen a picture of you with a sharp hat. Yeah, occasionally I like to wear my nice going out in style hat. The kind of clothing that all of my viewers, deck themselves out in. When they have a particularly good week, they go out like this. They look pretty darn sharp. I was thinking, under that hat, I could actually have a helmet, like a hockey helmet, and I'd really be protected from Jen's cane. I thought that could be something, but you know how it is. When Jen and I go out on the town with our Tesla, she gets all dolled up, and she won't let me wear a hat. Just go out. Let's go grocery shopping. You know how it is with her. She likes to get all dolled up and show off. But right now, she's got to hang on to me instead of me hanging on to her. But it's working out. There you go. Uncle Bruce is pimping it there. There you go. Alex, that Seinfeld episode is so funny. One of the best. Good stuff, right? We're down 67 on the Dow. We have a sell program coming in here. Here we go with the volatility today. Do you trust it? We're down 47 now. We're going to get these wicked sell programs from computer trading coming in. the algorithmic shenanigans that the SEC allows. It's no big deal. No one gets hurt with algorithmic trading programs, says the SEC. People get hurt when they make money playing with SPACs, and people get hurt when they make money with meme stocks. Those are the people we're going to punish and really straighten those folks out. These 100-point Dow drops in 2 minutes, they don't hurt anybody. And so as far as we are at the SEC are concerned, this is normal liquidity, free enterprise at its best, allowing those New York bankers and big brokerage firms to regulate the markets as they see fit, because we at the SEC are here to protect consumers, and we're going after the SPACs and those meme stocks to teach those investors a lesson. Don't mess with the SEC and don't mess with Wall Street. There you go. Is that sarcastic enough for everybody? I don't know if it's anyway. Protect your knees, Uncle Bruce. As soon as she sees the helmet, she's going to swing low. This is some crazy volume for SoFi, isn't it? Yeah, it sure is. SoFi now 672 on 38 million. We have days where we trade 38 million shares, full days. Now we've had 26 minutes and we're trading 38.5 million at 669 last trade, up 75 cents. What a rocketing run this morning. What a run. 38.6 million traded on SoFi. Welcome to the party, pals. We got all kinds of activity going on here. We're now only down 16 on the Dow. This 60-point recovery, just like that. But there's nothing to see here, the SEC says. There's no manipulation. Consumers are being completely protected. None of them are getting sucked in with these waves. It's all fine. Just because investors have cell phones and can trade themselves and they see a market plummet 100 points in 15 minutes, there's nothing to worry about. They all have an Uncle Bruce that they can go to. It's okay. They can all watch Uncle Bruce and everything will be calm. And 302 are here right now. 302 people out of the 300 million that are playing the market like crazy. 302 people are calm. The rest have no idea what the hell is going on. And there it is. Welcome to the party, pal. Isn't it fun? Yeah, it's so much fun. Never a dull moment in this market. 671 now again on your SoFi, up 77 cents on 39 million in 27 minutes. A very strong start to the session. Big time. High of the day, 691. Low of the day, 637. Now 672, up 78 cents on 39.14 million. 673 now, going even higher. Isn't this fun, everybody? So much fun. Thank you all for joining this party with me today. Glad to have you here. Hope you're finding it educational, that you're learning a few things. We're up to 187 thumbs ups, 13 to go. Thank you. We're watching option trades, of course, keeping an eye on our friends at GameStop. We're down 26 cents. We're watching Sextera up a penny. We've got ATIP at 45 cents on the nose. Tesla down 223 at 175. We have SoFi 673 now, climbing yet again. Apple at 145 a share, down only 93 cents. HPQ down 19. Google down 148. Moderna down 345. Cisco down 7 cents. That is what's going on. And something else is going on. Oh my God, something big is happening. What a day we're having today. Just look at this. The bagel has arrived. I haven't seen that hand holding a bagel.
The flying bagel.
It's been over a month since a flying bagel has shown up in this room. Oh my God.
That's right. I figured I didn't have to. I'm taking a cue from our daughter.
Yeah.
I didn't have to ask.
You didn't ask what did I want on
Monday.
it? Monday. What do you think he wants? He wants his jelly. He wants his grape jelly on Monday. Jelly. You can't fool me. Jelly in his belly. How you doing, Annie Jen?
Open the new jar of jelly.
Ooh, show them your cane. I told them you're walking with the cane now. Here it is. Here's the death stick. You see, here's usually where it lands. You see, if you see marks like that.
This is the best handle. I love this handle.
Yeah.
I hold on to it like that.
See.
But here, just gotta get closer.
There you go.
but it helps you. I can get up, I can go down, and yeah, it's a great handle. I don't like those flat canes.
Exactly.
And my therapist says that this end is just the most Canadian thing she's ever seen.
That's Canadian because of snow.
Apparently, they don't have those down here.
Snow and ice.
I bought this on Amazon, though. Of course, I have it down here.
Yeah. For snow and ice. Yeah.
Cane.
It's a great cane. We're telling the folks that we went for a walk this weekend.
We did.
With your new walking sticks.
Yes.
200 yards that way, 200 yards back. Pretty
good. It sounds so sad.
No, that's a big move. This is from someone that 2 weeks ago could only go 20 feet at a time to the bathroom and back. With a walker. Yeah. Now we're walking with walking sticks.
But it's peer pressure.
Hey.
I'm going to see the doc today.
We're going to see the doc today.
So, I can't be using a walker unless I do like the Willy Wonka, like use the walker, get it stuck, do the somersault and flip up. He'd have a nervous breakdown.
Give him a heart attack. What are you doing?
Don't do that here.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
We're looking forward to seeing the doctor.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Lots of questions. Yeah.
Progress. Progress is our middle name. Yeah.
It'd be good. Well, I'm going to go do my exercises now so I can tell them I did.
Right on, Jen.
Okay. Enjoy.
Pace yourself, and thank you so much.
Everybody green today?
Oh, we are. Well, we're still negative on the market, but SoFi.
Yeah, where's SoFi?
See, Dow just went positive again, but SoFi is at 672, up 78 cents.
Look at it go.
675 on a volume of 40 million shares in 30 minutes.
Flirting with 7.
Normally, we do 40 million trades for the day.
Yeah.
We've done 40 million in 30 minutes.
See?
So it's looking great.
Hey, good numbers will do that for you.
I think it could go much higher today. I think it could bust through here.
Good numbers will do that.
Fun times at the OK Corral.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Annie Jen.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Go Rugman.
Go Rugman.
Oh my, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. It's a lovely surprise. I had no idea she was doing this. Jimmy, Bruce, you got 187 thumbs up. Fabulous. Let's go. The very first bagel has been served, says JR. AJ says Wing Commander. Larry, good morning, Jen. JR, post-op, yes, with a bagel. Yeah, baby. Houston, the bagel has landed. Glad to see you're back, Auntie Jen. I'm close to tearing up, says Wing Commander. Zed Estate, good morning, AJ. Flint, AJ, go girl. Wing Commander, don't tell my mom. DH, lasso him with the wrist strap. Auntie Jen, stomp the cane down and say that you shall not pass. Zed Estate, AJ, SoFi is moving. Dying, look at the foot on that thing. Well, we know what happened when we see a big divot on the Uncle Bruce's head. Watch out. Flint Creek, that is far from said. Deep value GameStop wants that 10 billion market cap back. SoFi, says Flint Creek. Mirko, wait for the day you two are dancing into the doctor's office. Beach Boy, fearsome weapon. Do not mess with Auntie Jen. Deep value, pop on GameStop here. Mirko, I forgot. Uncle Bruce isn't into dancing, laughing out loud. We've got a 40-point gain now on the Dow. 40-point gain on the Dow. The gyrations are unbelievable. Sextera is up 4 cents to 3.29. We got GameStop up 27 now to 23.09. We have ATIP at 45.1, only down a half a penny. Tesla down only 118 now. SoFi 670, 672, up 76 to 78 cents right now. Lots going on. Lots. I'm looking forward to the day when you guys write options on SoFi and you collect $2 every time you write them. When you can sell a call for $2.50 and buy it for $1.50 profit on SoFi, on stock you paid $5 and $6 for at the low, congratulations. There are folks out here on this channel. I know there are folks on this channel who will be writing 100 to 500 calls each easily on SoFi. This is going to be the game changer for so many of you, because you've patiently been waiting and gobbling this up. And that's what you do. You pick them up at the lows, you grab them when you can, you sit on them and wait for the turnaround. Fantastic stuff. All right. Miraculous is saying, I want you to all to know SoFi climb is because of me. I held SoFi up and down since the space days, average of 16, finally sold in December so I could buy GameStop and write calls. You're all welcome. There you go. How about that? Sextera up 4. We're still red on the former SPACs. ME, Rocket Lab, Matterport, SmartRent, Spire. They're still in the red, but slight losses now. 5.5 cents on ME, 2 cents on Rocket Lab, 4 on Matterport, 5 on SmartRent, and a half a penny on Spire. These are about to turn. If this market keeps coming the other direction like it looks like it is, Dow up 40 points. Those SPACs will turn around as well. Very interesting. SoFi 670 right now, 672 on 42.5 million, 36 minutes into the day. We got 42.5 million traded on SoFi Technologies. Wow. Awesome stuff, everybody. Looks like the Dow's up 66. Oil still down $1.25 at 78.43. Constantine, Bruce, I sold 7 GameStop 22 calls at 50 cents for Feb the 3rd. Bought them back for 180, and I sold it again for 183. I am keeping the 7 calls just for weekly to pay some bills. What do you think about the trade? So you've written 22s, and we're at 23.09. So you've only got about 70 cents of profit here. You're not going to be paying many bills with this. You're better off writing $22 calls for 3 months out, taking huge money and taking dollar swings there rather than down here. Down here, you're getting nowhere with a 23.09 market. So I'd roll up. Even if it's the same price, just go up in time. Go 20, if you can go 23s. Zed, SoFi 52 week high, 1355. By the way, deep value, BBBY up 26%. Deep value leading the market all morning. You go, we're up 40 on the Dow, or 60 or so, give or take. Trying to follow these markets here. The S&P is only down 9.7 now. Interesting. And NASDAQ is off 82 right now. Oil down 113 a barrel at the moment. Welcome everybody to the show. The thing that this comment here from Constantine, what I think about here is, if you guys want to write calls for short-term trades, You don't have to do trades that contracts expire this week or next week. You can do calls that expire 3-4 months from now, where you're writing out of the money calls, completely out of the money. You can write 24s, 25s, 23s, write out of the money calls for fat premiums. And if you get a violent day, a violent, nasty, down day, you're the one laughing all the way to the bank because you've written an out of the money call, got yourself $4, $5, $6 a contract. Like I'm talking ungodly premiums. And you're going to get half that premium back in one day. And instead of you making 30 cents or 60 cents or 80 cents in profit, you're going to make $3, $2, $2.50. If you score $3 a contract times 10 contracts, $3,000 in profit. Those pay bills. Those pay a lot of bills. Making $600, $500, that's chump change. That's tip money. You're risking the same amount of risk. You're putting in way more energy to make tip money instead of making real money. That's where I come from. Yeah, it's true. You can write a 4-month contract and it'll slump a little bit here and there with the weeks going by. Yeah, but when the score comes, you add it up and go, well, I made $3,000 on that trade. I made 300 on this one, 400 on that one, 150 on that one, 200 on that one. You have to do 10, 12, 15 trades correctly to make $3,000. Here, it's one trade. And it could be more than that. That's the other thing about it. You can make way more than that in the same time frame. And a vicious day, a week into a new option position, followed by a good week, followed by another vicious day or two. I mean, you could have $1,000 plus profit trades every week into these longer term calls. You have to get used to that normal. You have to get to that normal. Mm. Mm. Hey, Cody says, hey, you guys remember when they shorted SoFi? The entire float twice over when the bank charter news dropped a year and a half ago? Rub your hands together. Here we go. Well, it's going to be fun riding this SoFi. It's going to be a lot of fun. 683, look at it go. 683 up 89, 47.2 million in 43 minutes. So we're still pushing a million an hour at this point. Of course, it can't do 2 million. I'm sorry, million a minute. It can't do 2 million a minute all day long. That's unlikely, but boy, this is serious volume. 47.2 million here. 684 up 91 cents. The high of the morning, 691. We're 7 cents away from a new high. Are we going to break it right now on this run? Maybe. See what happens. Fabulous. I love it. We're up 60 on the Dow right now. Oh, JR, we might be a little early here. Where are all the complainers about the former SPACs? Oh, yeah, they're in. Uncle Bruce was right, jail. Well, we'll see. Keep them coming, kids. Keep it going. 333 on Sextera, up 8, climbing again. GameStop, 23.31, matching Friday's high. It's only up 49 cents, but still. $6.87 on SoFi. Fred Savage, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Uncle Bruce, I sold 60 SoFi contracts this morning, 1250 strikes for January 24 for 50 cents. Free money, 3,000 in less than half an hour while getting the kid ready for school. Interesting stuff. Deuce, I'm naming my next child after Bruce, boy or girl. Let's go, SoFi. Number 199. Have we got 199 thumbs ups here? Oh my God, we got 205. Oh, that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I haven't had time to beg for these. This is great. Cody, JR, laugh a lot. My brother is right here complaining he didn't average down from his $9 cost basis. You can still average down right now. Deuce, 60 million shares traded. Uchi mama. Coyote, Deuce Kabuski, SoFi Deuce. Here we go. We're rolling. SoFi now. I show 49,400,000. That's what I show. 687 last. If I'm inaccurate, I'm inaccurate. This is according to CNBC right now. SoFi, according to Yahoo, 48.5 million, I think, is the volume. I don't think it's 60 million, but it'll easily do over 100 today. Might be 150. We'll see if it can actually hit 150 today. Cool bean stuff, kids. Lots going on. The Dow still showing a 46 to 60 point gain, roughly 17 point drop on S&P, 116 drop on NASDAQ. The markets have backed off a bit from their best levels so far. Oil down 72 cents at 78.96. Tesla down 317. That's what we got right now. And Nick, why didn't I buy even more SoFi in the fours? I guess I'll have to wipe my tears with all my SoFi shares. Alex Noto on CNBC in a bit could pop up higher still. Yep, he's coming on in, is it about 40 minutes from now? He's going to be on in about 40. 8 o'clock my time, which would be 11 Eastern, I think, right? Deuce Caboose. One of these days, I'm writing 200 SoFi calls and buying a Mercedes. It'll happen, not just right now, though, but it is inevitable. It is inevitable. Yes. Credit Savage, please exercise me. Please ever take my covered calls. Give me $12.50 for this stock. Please take me out of $12.50. Please. Please, I'm happy to sell. Take me out. Gutting for the high of the day on SoFi, 685, 687. $50,600,000 volume. 691 high of the day, 5 cents away right now from the high of the day on SoFi, up 92 right now. 686. Giddy up. That's what I say. Vilbus, I can't wait to write on my 4,500 shares. SoFi will be my way out of the rat race. You can make $2 a month premium profit on 45 contracts. That's $9,000 a month. That's a start. That's a good start. I don't want to fear missing out, but it's really hard to hear SoFi running after I held it for so long, but I only have 100 shares left. Ed, put on an early bid. Put an early bid in to buy back my SoFi covered call, and it hit. Took a little loss, but it's up significantly from where I bought, so I'm okay with that. Drew, Gene Wilder's entrance as Willy Wonka is one of the best in film history. After that scene and for the rest of the film, you don't know if he's lying or telling the truth. Moon Man Namu, I finally have 5,000 shares of SoFi at 727, and I can write 50 covered calls now, anytime. Yeah, not yet, but soon. Rock and roll. 687 on the stock, up 93. Was just a few moments ago. Unbelievable volatility and volume here. It's great. Sextera is up 8 cents to 333. Sextera has traded a bit of stock as well. My phone is not working very well at the moment, unfortunately. It does not want to cooperate and show me what's going on. Why is that? Is something I said, something I thought, something I was thinking of saying? Could have been what I was thinking of saying. Not what I said, but what I was thinking of what I was going to say. Maybe that's it. I got the Wi-Fi on, but boy, my phone is having a tough time with the whole thingy here. I'm showing the Dow up 50 points, and I think that's accurate. GameStop 23.31 up 49 cents. Tesla down 177, 687 to last trade I see on SoFi. I don't know if that's accurate. I see a 678 market as well. 52.1 million, 52.2 million, 680 last trade. So very active, of course. Fantastic stuff going on. Absolutely fabulous. Welcome one, welcome all to the program, to the channel, to the party. We're following a lot of stuff today with a Cyxtera higher, GameStop higher, SoFi definitely higher, and watching Tesla closely. It does not want to give up ground. 216 thumbs ups, guys. You are phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. Keep them coming in. Let's go for 250 today. Thank you. Rugman cometh tomorrow or Wednesday. Credit Savage is wondering. We shall see. I'm going to watch this SoFi volume here all day long. 52.6 million. If this volume stays as active as we have, and I think 125, 150 million is doable today, we will run out of paper down here. We've had this happen before. The stock dries out. The sellers get out that want out, and then there's nothing left. And then we gap, and we start jumping nickels and dimes per trade. And a $2 gain can be had quite easily. Up 83 right now, 678. Just short of the high of the day, within 20 cents, 17 cents. Very, very entertaining session, to say the least. 53 million volume in 52 minutes. There you go. We're about a million a minute. A million shares a minute is now the number. We started at 2 million a minute right at the opening here for the first 15 or 10, 15 minutes. Amazing volume today. Thank you all for joining in and being with us. I'm showing Rocket Lab off 2.5 cents. I've got SoFi up 81. GameStop down 13 at 22.70. I'm not sure if I can believe that. I might have to. I don't know. I'm still, again, my phone is not giving me proper updates. I don't know if it's accurate or not. GameStop, it looks like it's down 15 to 22.68. And over on Matterport, we're down 5.5. 23andMe down 6. Spire down a half a penny. ATIP is up 2.5, I think. No, a quarter of a penny, pardon me, 45.8. Smart Rent down 7. Cyxtera seems to be unchanged. I've got Apple down 193. Goldman up 5.38 now. Cisco down 22. Tesla down $4 at 173.71. I've got ARC Innovations down 92. Microsoft down 4.95. Bed Bath Beyond up 33. Pfizer up 28. HBQ down 34. Carvana up 204. Carvana up 204 to 981. I don't know why. Google down $2. Amazon down 194. Nvidia down 691. 196.75. There's where we're at. Most interesting and entertaining morning, to say the least. Let's go over here. SoFi now 673. Yep, 672, 673 is the range, holding very strongly or very well on this upper end. Volume now on SoFi has hit 54.1 million on the session, and we're 54 minutes into the session. That's what we have, 676 range right now. There we are. Okay, everybody, welcome to the party, pals. This is what we've got. Never a dull moment. Let's see. Let's see. Bobby, Rugman is over with Beach Boy enjoying a chocolate babka. Christina bought 200 more shares of SoFi. Got some more. There you go. You never have enough on a winner. You never have enough of a winner. And it's good to see this becoming a winner today. Noto is on in 35 minutes, apparently, on CNBC. So those of you who have CNBC, get ready for the promo machine to kick in. I sure wish our friend at GameStop did this, but he doesn't. Then again, he can't brag about the results that SoFi has versus GameStop. Isn't that true, right? He can only tell us of the potential, but I don't know if there's any believers out there. Cody, let's see that 1 billion plus volume we saw on bank charter day. Flint Creek, I shifted some ATIP stock that was in the money. Coyote, Drew, aren't they doing another remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? I don't know why they keep trying it. Never the original, can't beat the original. I've shifted some ATP stock over to SoFi is what Flint Creek is talking about. I think that's what you're doing. All right. Couldn't figure that out. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you all for popping in so far today. 219 thumbs up. So you guys are awesome. Thank you. Welcome to the party over here. Karim, good old Nick has 300,000 SoFi at like 573 or something. I sure hope so. I sure hope he kept it. I don't know. I haven't heard from him lately. Nick, are you watching us? How you doing? You still got your 300,000 SoFi? I sure hope you do, or more. Man, that would be nice. Flint, sorry, Uncle Bruce, my finger keeps slipping. And yes, that's what I did. Gotcha. Let's see. Tesla down 553. And SoFi 671. And I'm not 100% sure what my phone is doing. It is not having a good day today. My phone is really having trouble here with everything. I'm going to actually make a couple of moves to see if I can make anything better on this darn thing. I don't know if I can. I'll go over here, over there, over to there, over to there. Oh my gosh. And we'll kick that off and we'll go back to here and then we'll go over to here and hopefully, yes, there we go. We're up 18 on the Dow, and we're down 2 on Sextera. We're down 25 cents on GameStop, 22.57. The reversal has come through again. ATIP 45.9, up a 0.3 of a penny. It's gone green on ATIP. Tesla 172.04 down 5.86. SoFi 672 now is the last trade. Apple 143.91 down 202. HBQ down 30. Google down 232. Moderna down 548. Cisco down 18. Pfizer up 23. IBM up 137. Microsoft down 509. ME down 7. Rocket Lab down 7. Matterport down 6.5. SmartRent down 9. Spire down 1.2 cents. Amazon down 2.29. Home Depot is off 6 cents. Netflix down 5.94, Bannock down 4.03, Adobe down 5.61. Goldman up 5.22, Boeing down 2.15, Meta down 3.75, AMC down 38. We got Royal Caribbean down 23, BBBY up 29.9, Carvana holding a 181 gain at 9.58, Robinhood down 26. And let's see, JP Morgan down 62, Target down 103, Costco up 157, Walmart down 123, Disney down 134, Nvidia down $7.81 to 195.94, and American Airlines down 11 to 16.32. There you go. So we've got some pullbacks here and there. Gains of 28.9 on the Dow. Sextera is higher. ATIP is higher. SoFi is higher. Isn't that amazing? All right. Let's see here. Matthew, got to run, folks. See this afternoon. Tesla is having a pullback, says Christina. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, I can't wait until SoFi's $50 a share in 2 years, $200 a share in 7 years. You know how much fun it'll be to write 10,000 calls on SoFi. Oh my gosh, or 100 calls on 10,000 shares. Thank you, old man. You're the best. Truly, thank you. Right on, buddy. Right on. That's what we're looking for. I'm looking for you guys to be able to write hundreds of calls, in some cases 20s and 30s and 50s, in some other cases 100s and 200s and 300s at a time on a very high performing stock that is going to pay you handsomely. Could change your entire economic outlook completely dominate your accounts. Could happen. The company is a moneymaker and it's climbing. The Dow up 44, S&P down 21, and NASDAQ down 147. So the Dow's green, but the other two are still red. Not terribly, but they're still red. And oil down 69 cents at 78.99. That's what we have right now on this marketplace. SoFi, $6.73, up 78 now, holding its own there. A very, very interesting session. 34-point gain on New York. Fabulous, everybody. I'll be on again later today at 3 o'clock. Final hour of trading today. We'll be watching in the meantime what's going on. I invite you, of course, to do that. Join me at 3 today as we close out our session here for the day. 57.1 million shares of SoFi have traded now in about 61 minutes. What a nice opening hour. 57 million is usually a very good day for SoFi, a whole day. This is the first hour, so it's looking really nice. We'll see what kind of volume it can maintain now going through the next few hours and come up to our close later. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it that you're all here. Great to have you. Thank you for the thumbs ups today. You really came through for me today with 224 so far. If you're watching on the rerun, hit it as well. Thank you. Much appreciated. 675 on your SoFi with one heck of a volume run today. And let's see what's going on. Susan, what are your thoughts about buying January 2024 fives for 265? Wouldn't be buying stock. I wouldn't be buying options. I'd be buying stock. Just buy the stock. Get ready to write options on it. Thanks, everybody, from John Anderson. Credit Savage. You know, last week I took a job from Thursday to Saturday, made good money there. But on Friday, I was there on Friday, but I was having breakfast with a coworker and Lucid had a spike. I sold 10 $15 covered calls for $5 a share. And waiting for the second half of this message. Credit Savage will be here in just a minute with that. Well, Constantine says, Uncle Bruce, all I'm trying to do is to be able to pull 500 a week out of my market in profits, 2,000 a month. And when you make 575 a week from your full-time job, that ain't chump change. You got that right. But I see what you mean. Thank you. Right on, my friend. You know, you start where you start. You are where you are, and you build from here, and it's going to be all right. Yeah, this is making a hell of a difference, isn't it? It really does. And the good news about option writing, it just gets larger and larger as you reinvest in it. Keep it going, Constantine. Way to go. Oh, man. Love these Credit Savage stories. I just want to stick around for it. See what the latest update is. Oh, man. We're up 18 points on the Dow. So the Credit Savage says, I sold 10 $15 cover calls for $5 a share. I was so getting excited. So my coworker asked, what is up? I told him about you. And then I made an insane amount on a stock that I paid $9 for. Will sell for 15 in January. They gave me $5 a share. Mind blowing. The other guy's going, what? Why are you here? Why would you even be here? Kent, I'm off to the golf course. Looks like rain will stay away until late in the afternoon. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Right on, Kent. Keep it going. Credit Savage, I told him about you, and I'm hoping he's watching you today. Well, that's possible. There are newbies coming by here every once in a while that catch up with us, and we welcome all of you who are watching me, whether you're a member of this channel and commenting here, or whether you're just a casual observer, as we call it, a lurker. Welcome, lurkers. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button and encourage YouTube to send more people our way. I hope you learn how to write options. If you want to learn how to do this, if you want to do what Credit Savage does, you want to do what Constantine does, make $500 a week more money in your pocket from premiums every week on options as a starter. Well, there's one thing you can do to help yourself out. Go to my website. It's stockmarketswithbruce.ca. It's right here. This is the address right there. Head over there, and you'll find the homepage of my website. That's the Canadian address. Stockmarketswithbruce.ca is Canada. There's the homepage. You'll see my mug there. And at the very top right, you'll see where it says classes. Hit that tab and bingo, attention students, class is in session. There are 14 classes now that you can watch that are $150 each. And here they go. We talk about everything to do with the market, and we cover all kinds of different scenarios. We talk about the buying and selling of contracts, how to write them. We talk about using poor man covered calls to quit your day job, how to do rollover strategies, the psychology of the markets, how to maximize profit. These are invaluable. If you take these classes, it'll take you there an hour and a half to 2 hours each. They're $150 a pop. They're not that expensive. You only buy one at a time when you're ready. You don't have to buy them all. Give them a shot. Catch the first few. Hang around here with this gang. You'll figure out what we're up to here as we write options at these levels and buy them back at these levels. And we keep the change, and the change is good. $500 a week for Constantine, and he is one of the smaller players here, because you can really build up the game plan here. Credit Savage, that's exactly what he said. Asked why I work. I told him I have a special contract. I was making money, a bonus at work, money in the market. His mind was blown, and today SoFi made me $3,000. So boom, right there. There you have it. We're down 7 on the Dow, by the way. We've gone red again with these sell programs coming in and out all the time. If you're an option writer, you don't care about sell programs. You couldn't care less. As a matter of fact, you welcome them sometimes because they can make you money as you buy back calls for nice low prices on dips. It's all good. Credit Savage saying, this is real life, folks. Uncle Bruce is literally teaching you how to have a better life. Don't fight it. Just buy the damn class. Start with number 1. You'll be forced to have a better life. Really. There you go. Well, Credit Savage, thank you for these plugs. I really appreciate them. And all of you, those of you who have been supportive of this channel and telling friends and relatives how you're doing, I do appreciate that. It's exciting to watch these markets. I'm so pleased for those of you looking at your SoFi now at $6.93 a share. We are hitting new highs. We're up 99 cents a share, $1 a share. This is the high of the day right now, $6.93 on 63 million shares. Am I pumped for you guys? Yes, I am. But am I surprised at SoFi doing this? No, I'm not surprised at all. This is what it's supposed to do when a company fires on all cylinders on their financial results. These guys are exceeding Wall Street every quarter. Every quarter, they beat the street. They beat the estimates. The street has not yet given them the homage they are due. This stock is on its way to $10, and then it's on its way to 12 to 15. Mark my words. You will be writing options, folks, out there for some serious premiums. You really will, and you will be very, very well rewarded for your efforts. Credit Savage, it's not a plug, Uncle Bruce. It's a fact. You're teaching us to make ridiculous amounts of money by leveraging investments we make anyways. These are facts. Congrats, everyone, and congrats, Credit Savage, on how well you're doing. All of you out there who are writing options and building it up, those of you who have been buying into SoFi, you've been buying into Sextera, you've been picking up ATIP. It's now 45.9 cents a share. It's up just a little bit. We'll take it. It's a start. 40,000 volume. We're coming along with that a bit by bit by bit. We got Apple at down 226, HPQ down 33. We're still waiting for our other favorite SPACs to come around, our former SPACs, 23andMe, Rocket Lab, Matterport, Smart Rent, Spire. We're watching those, waiting on those, averaging down on all of them. And those will make us ridiculously rich. SoFi is going to make a bunch of folks rich around here. There's no doubt about that, in my opinion. The others, as they break 10 and 15 and 20, will make you beyond rich. And that's where it gets really fun. So thank you all. Deuce Caboose, I love to trickle. So I love to tickle 7 today. It's going to break 7. It's not going to get there. It's going through it. Credit Savage, I will be trading in Waikiki. Damn it. I have traded while my kids are chilling in Beverly Hills, drinking coffee in El Salvador, lounging in Vegas. I trade and make money everywhere. Anyone can too. He's right. Credit Savage is absolutely correct. That's exactly what's been happening. They've been sending us photos when they're on holidays. I'm writing here. I'm writing options over here. I'm writing options over here. This is a portable business. If you get into the option writing business as a full-time trade, you will never be stuck behind a desk for the rest of your life, unless you want to be. And that is the best part about this gig. You can take it with you wherever you want and write from wherever you're at. You want this life? Come and get it. But $150 at a time is all it's going to take you to learn how this is done, and then figure out for yourself whether it fits your style or can you adjust to it. Take your time. It's not a 100-yard dash. It's a marathon. I'll be here tomorrow. We were here 2 years ago. We're here today. We're slowly but surely following the road down the option highway, the option writing highway. Deuce Caboose, SoFi fourth quarter 2021 loss of 15 cents. SoFi fourth quarter 22 loss, 5 cents. That is one massive cut. That's an improvement. That is a huge improvement. Deuce, without student loans, this company is going places quickly without the student loan. Exactly. It's not going to be held up with the student loan moratorium at all. It is firing on all these other cylinders. It's way doing it. It's going to be pretty exciting. Way to go, everybody. 683, 680 on SoFi. Get ready. We're going to fluctuate between 650 and 750, and then it's going to be 680 to 780. It's going to be 7 to 9. It's going to be $7.50 to $10. It's going to be 8 to 11. Get ready. Just get ready for new volatility at much higher prices per share. The days of your 424 SoFi are over. Long gone. They're gone. 66 million traded this morning. There's something going on. There isn't going to be 66 million shares of buying power coming in because it's a loser. It's a winner chicken dinner. Fantastic. All right, kids, I'm going to shut us down for now and say thank you for joining me today and all the thumbs ups you've given us. I'll see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll keep this going and take this further. This is fabulous. Deuce Caboose, cost for SoFi to acquire a customer about $50. A brick and mortar bank has to pay $2,500 to get a customer. All the advertising, all the locations, all the salaries of each branch to get a customer to open up an account. They give you $350 if you open up an account at some of these places. They're spending unbelievable money to get you in there. SoFi, $50, and they're just bringing them in hundreds of thousands every quarter. This company is on its way. Really exciting. Chris Savage, Coyote just chills and plays music games, eats delicious junk food, and makes thousands while trading poor man covered calls using your strategy. I mean, these are facts. Thank you. Thank you. And congrats, everybody. Make money, get rich, and join me at 3 o'clock Eastern today, and we'll do the final hour, okay? Thank you all for hanging around. We'll see you a little later. Bye for now.